What's going on, beautiful people? It is I, your flying locomotive and faster than a speeding bullet SuperCliff, coming at you live with a brand new video. Now today we're going to be talking about the new adventures of Superman, Book of L, issue number 1, by the one and only Phillip Kennedy Johnson. But before we begin our adventure with the House of L, do me a solid and click on that like and subscribe button, because every little bit helps in this majestic world. So without further ado, let's get into the story. Alrighty folks, so our story opens up in the Promethean galaxy, and here we have Kryl-Ux. Yeah, remember that dude from Phillip Kennedy Johnson's World Saga? Well, here he is folks, and right now we see the guy dealing with a band of Warzoons who are currently climbing up the outstretched finger of a Promethean giant in space, struggling to reach an energy rift. And from there, something happens, something possibly bad. Meanwhile, on planet Earth, we have the Superman family visiting Jonathan and Martha Kent in Smallville. Clark is happily watching over Ulsa and Opha planting flowers outside the porch, being a dad and all, and telling them that he loves them. And basically we're seeing that the twins, since the World Saga, have adopted to life on Earth, although they still don't fully understand certain Earth basic stuff. Basically they're happy with their new life in a loving family. Clark then goes up to help Pa Kent in fixing a fence, but hears something coming and pulls him away as a giant harpoon crashes to the earth. But that's when more harpoons hit the ground around them. But these aren't just regular harpoons. No, folks. Superman recognizes them as whaling iron from Warworld. Not long after, we see the Warzone ships emerging from portals in the sky, and Warzone soldiers jumping down like space pirates to attack and wreak havoc. Thus, the Superman family suits up. Clark and John rush everyone to the farmhouse. Otha tries to convince Superman that she and Ursula can help, but Clark tells her to protect their family. He changes into a Superman costume and tells John to cut the chains so that they can throw the ships back through the portal. As the battle rages on, Superman sends out a distress call to the Justice League, but gets no response. He then successfully throws one of the ships back through the portal, but when he returns to the surface, he finds Kryl-Ux standing over an unconscious John. But Kryl-Ux looks way different than the last time Superman saw him. The dude looks gray, with stone-like skin and a blue light blazing in his empty eye socket. Basically, the dude is screaming supervillain. Kryl-Ux then reveals that he's found another aspect of Olgrun in space, and has come to take Ursula raw, for he needs all 7 aspects to remake the world. A Warzone then teleports in, carrying the Super Twins. Kryl-Ux reaches for Ofo, and Superman flies at him to stop him. However, the moment he makes contact with Kryl-Ux, he disappears. And in the far future, Ronan Kent and the Lightborn named Thadric are trying to sneak through the streets of a post-apocalyptic settlement. They are then spotted by the Supermen, cybernetic creatures who now rule the settlement. We see them shoot energy blasts at the pair, but just before they hit, Superman shows up in the paths of the beams, thus saving the day for now. And that, folks, was the Adventures of Superman, Book of L, issue number 1. And thank you guys for checking out this video, as it truly means the world to me. Alright, let's talk about the brand new issue. When it comes to Phillip Kennedy Johnson's run on Action Comics, specifically the World Saga story, I thought it was fantastic stuff. Not only did it show Superman being a symbol of hope, and not only did his character result in a world revolution, but more so was the world building for Warworld, showing us Warworld inside and out. The politics, those in charge, the lore, the cosmic religions. I thought everything PKJ did with that run was amazing from a world building aspect. But there was always that loose thread with Kryl-Ux and the whole deal of his character that he didn't really get to finish on the main Action Comics run. Now Kryl-Ux, who isn't a good guy but isn't totally bad, like you kind of understand where he's coming from and why he hates Warworld and why he hates the United Planets. Yet at the same time, the dude is he does some pretty bad shit. Now, I really like the continuation of PKJ's story. Essentially, this is a Superman enters epic fantasy with a gritty-esqueness to it. It's not the same as Joshua Williamson's run on Superman, where that feels more at home, more like a Silver Age Superman story with like supervillains and like laser beams and all that stuff. Whereas here, it's much more a fantasy epic, kind of like Conan the Barbarian meets Superman. but it's still the same character. You know, you still have that symbol of hope, the unwillingness to give up, to do what's right no matter what. Basically, if you're a fan of PKJ's World War Saga, then you'll definitely enjoy these next 9 issues. I think it's a 9-issue arc. It might be 12, whatever. But yeah, if you like the PKJ Action Comics World War Saga, you'll definitely dig this. So yeah, as always, I'm your majestic Sarah of words, SuperCliff, and if you guys are new to the channel, then do me a solid by smashing that like and subscribe button, and also hit the notification bell so you'll never miss out on an upload, and so you'll always be kept up to date with your favorite top tier comics happening in the comic book world. Now tell me, what are your thoughts and opinions on this issue? Are you guys excited for PKJ's Superman continuation? Are you excited for the Book of L issue number 2? Let me know down in the comment section below. And until the next video, peace, giggity goo.